Hello and welcome to the Edinburgh City Sevens from Peffermill. Over the course of 2 days we've had a number of competitions taking place for both men and women at different levels. Not just rugby, but also hockey and dodgeball. In the rugby, 10 elite teams from countries as far apart as Germany and Jamaica have taken part, and now we're down to the final four. And with news of those semi-finals, here's Stuart Cameron.
On the first day of competition in the pools, holders Samurai topped their group with 3 wins out of 4, just pipping the Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars on points difference, with the All-Stars also victorious in 3 of their 4 ties. Samurai's only loss came at the hands of the All-Stars, while the All-Stars were heavily defeated by Germany. In Pool B, it was MATAKESI who went through their 4 games unbeaten. They comfortably got past AKUMA Agents 31-7, although the Agents won their other 3 games. So the semi-finals of the elite competition saw Samurai taking on AKUMA Agents, who got past Jamaica in their quarter-final, while in the other semi, unbeaten favourites MATAKESI were up against Speranza, who took the scalp of the All-Stars earlier in the tournament. So it would be a final between AKUMA Agents and MATAKESI, who smashed AKUMA on day 1 by 31 points to 7. Before that, let's have a look at the highlights from the men's open final between Future Preseli and Hearts and Balls, followed by the women's final, which saw the Lionesses take on Scottish Thistles. So congratulations to Lionesses on their convincing win at the Edinburgh City Sevens, and also to Hearts and Balls' Mighty Bovs, who lifted the Open Cup. Which brings us nicely to the final of the elite competition, and with Samurai knocked out at the semi-final stage, there would be a new name on the trophy this year. But would it be MATAKESI, or would it be the AKUMA Agents? Let's find out with your commentary team, Donald Crawford, and first, Robin Purdie.
And it's the Agents, AKUMA Agents, to get us underway. The ball gathered in. The first possession of this final goes the way of MATAKESI Sevens. Now they've progressed based on defence as much as of attack, but here they are in attacking sense, and they're up the middle here now. Is there the pace to go all the way? It's a foot race. Ground's being made by the defender, but he's not going to catch him. And first blood in this final duel to MATAKESI.
That's what they can do, absolutely. I think it was Euan just going through the middle lane, splitting defence open, and then the support play. I think that's just the experience of the MATAKESI boys. You know, the gamble line, and yeah, he's foot race, and he's came up on top.
Yeah, so 5-0 to MATAKESI, and you'd imagine that will soon become 7. You know, experienced campaigners in this squad. We spoke about them in the semi-final. Boys that have played at a reasonable level in New Zealand, you know, Mitre 10 level, and you throw in experienced Scotland international stagers like Sam Pakur and Niall Gosmark, and you're potentially onto a good thing. And that's certainly what's, you know, certainly been the case early in the piece in this final. These teams faced off in the pool yesterday, which resulted in a fairly resounding 31-7 victory for MATAKESI, so that, you know, the smart money potentially is on them here. But this is a final, and as we know, anything can happen. And, you know, the nature of this tournament has been that, other than maybe MATAKESI, you know, most teams have been able to beat most teams. Will this happen here? Will AKUMA find enough?
Absolutely. I think MATAKESI had a tough semi-final. Speranza gave them a good run for the money, so they did have a bit of running in the legs beforehand.
Yeah, they soaked up the Speranza pressure before coming good. And that's good yardage being made here by the agents, AKUMA Agents. as they encroach into the MATAKESI half. Has that come back? However, on the MATAKESI side, that's a great counter ruck. Yeah,
that's that was communicated between the two because they both hit the ball at the same time. So
yeah,
that's big moments as we talk about.
But that's a loose pass. As big Brad Armstrong goes bundling into his own substitutes there. You know, a strong Fijian flavour in the AKUMA agents, and you know, very much MATAKESI made up mainly of New Zealanders. So yeah, as you say, it's going to be, they're not going to shirk away from the physical duties, that is for sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, New Zealand and Fiji have got two obviously very strong sevens programmes in the country, so it's certainly showing this weekend.
No more so than there. That was a big old hit in the midfield, but AKUMA have come back with the ball, and it's the big man. He loves the contact. That's Billy Wara, the Southern Knight.
There it is again. It's just at the breakdown, MATAKESI are so switched on. They're so fast. They're strong over ball, and as we saw with the counter up before, we saw with that again. It's proven to be the difference in this tournament.
Yeah, and again, more big hits in there. As MATAKESI come up, and they've got a man over here now. It's going to be all about pace, but he's come back in field to seek his support. Oh, was that possibly a high shot? But he's over the ball, and it's a good enough jackal. And yeah, it's going
like that. I think that's something it's tough for the refs to gauge between the 15s and the 7s. In the 7s, they need to be so much quicker on these turnovers of ball. As soon as hands are on, that's well, in the eyes of the law in 7s, that's a turnover. So it's a bit different to 15s. So the refs picked up on that there, which is good.
Oh, now it's going to be a foot race. Oh, he's going to get away. And all of a sudden, that looks like Jack Edwards, who's going to saunter under the post from inside his own half, and AKUMA agent's right back in this though.
Absolutely. It's what the fans wanted anyway. We definitely got a game in our hands here. AKUMA just showing what they can do. They can soak up the pressure and then, you know, score a try from nothing really. So it's definitely got a good final on our hands.
Yeah, Jack Edwards, England student sevens representative in his day, and that's the nature of sevens rugby at this level. Nothing's a foregone conclusion because all these teams can do something from somewhere.
Absolutely. As we say, I think it showed that in the group. I think in Samurai's group, you know, you had Samurai beating Germany beating the All-Stars, and the All-Stars beating Samurai. So it's, as we say, it's these fine moments in these ties at this kind of level which prove costly. It's all about who's got the ball, and if you win your kickoffs, keep the ball. It's very, very hard not to win the game.
That's right. You cannot win games of rugby. You know, any code, you cannot win games of rugby without the ball, and none more so than in the abbreviated code, as AKUMA agents get us back underway with the lofted kick up that goes down the park. He gave his runners every opportunity with that tricky kick-off, but the referees brought them back for a knock-on, and that potentially comes as a bit of a relief to MATAKESI.
Absolutely. I think AKUMA have got that threat. They've got the three options at the restart. They've got obviously left, right and centre, which you know, a lot of the time you just see a team kicking one way and putting five of the guys left the kick in and keeping one to the right, but AKUMA are splitting it up, and they've got threats all over the field with the height they've got, so kickoffs, so it's something that MATAKESI will have to deal with.
They will indeed, but they've got the ball back here from this scrum as the clock ticks towards half time. A1 route from MATAKESI, but no, it's penalty while contesting the ball, so they've got the chance to go from inside their own half. Good defence from AKUMA agents. You'd expect nothing less. Now over on that far side, it's gone to ground, but it's going to be mopped up. They take stock. Oh, but again,
great defence.
Yeah, ferocious defence.
They're getting off the line. They've learned a lot from the first.
And have they turned that over?
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah, they're going to. You know, it's a penalty there. And,
afters.
Yeah, some afters. It's a final.
It is. There's a lot on stake here. So, as we say, there'll be a lot of people back in NZ watching MATAKESI. So, early alarms. So yeah, obviously looking at the bench, it means a lot to them.
We're all square here at 7 points apiece. The final of the Edinburgh City Sevens 2022. And that's a half break. Oh, but yeah, that was a good jackal by the. They're so quick in over the ball. I know the last couple of times been illegally, but that was oh, and he's gone straight up the middle. He's streaked up the middle here now. Is he going to go all the way? Billy Wara's after him. He's going to use the angle, and Billy Wara's done really well there, but it's came back in field. Has he got that down? He has indeed, and the MATAKESI bench goes wild, and in the at the drop of a hat, Don, we've said it all afternoon, these teams can go from anywhere.
That's it, and I was just about to say, I think MATAKESI have probably played a bit together more than AKUMA, so AKUMA have really grown into the weekend. They look absolutely dead on their feet now, just looking at some of the players' reactions, but as you say, you switch off for a second in sevens, and MATAKESI showing what they can do, and yeah, I think it was, I'm not too sure, it wasn't Irvini slicing through the middle again, and great support play from one of the Scottish boys. So I think it was Sam Pecure who bundles over.
Yeah, I think it was Pecure. It's hard to tell. They both have a similar hairstyle, him and Niall Godsmark.
Well, there's Niall on the bench, so it must have been Sam.
Yeah, it must have been Sam. And they both sort of followed almost identical,
absolutely,
to an extent, career paths as well. Both ex-Southern Knights, both ex-Scotland Sevens, many tournaments, and now both Heriots in Super 6.
And Aki's as well.
That's right, Aki's indeed, yes.
So, yeah,
nigh on identical career paths, and here they are in a MATAKESI jersey today, and they now have an advantage. Will they leave here with a winner's medal? That is the question, as MATAKESI get us back underway. It's big Billy Wara, he of the Southern Knights, down in Melrose. Here they come. Can they crack the code to this MATAKESI defence, which has been solid all weekend? But here comes the runner, and again it's a foot race here, and he's going to go all the way. Now can he come back under the post? Beautiful piece of running there, that by Danny Brough, the Hungarian international of all things, and they're right back in it.
Absolutely, this finals, it's an absolute seesaw at the minute. That was kick-off maybe a wee bit too far from MATAKESI, but good take from Billy Wara, and as I say, what a run from the AKUMA agents. So game on again.
Yeah, it sure is. Danny Brough, Hungarian international. Kick to come here. Tamasi Tanumi, ex-Worcester Warrior, and he's successful. Tanumi, what can he do with this kick-off? Oh, the wind's got hold of that one.
It's unfortunate the wind's
now, what are they going to do here? Yeah, the referee's seen enough. The referee let the wind just picked up as he took that kick. Harini, he's been prominent all tournament. Oh, and they've got numbers now.
Step.
Back inside, he's got a support runner on that.
Under the post.
Yeah, and that is an absolutely first-class sevens try.
That is, that's the pressure was on MATAKESI there, because not long left, and AKUMA had the restart, not 10, and MATAKESI have they put a bit of pace on the ball, and they've understood the assignment and scored the try.
That's it. They had options. The carrier, the runner had options either way, and
absolutely
that's all you can ask for. And he took the inside man, which
that's the experience again, showing just a bit of pressure on them, and they've delivered at the big moments, which we keep banging on about the big moments, but there's been a lot of them.
And there's a minute to go, the final minute of what has been a fantastic weekend, a gloriously sunny weekend here at Peffermill in Edinburgh, and it's taken in by the AKUMA agents. One last roll of the dice for them. Can they go from afar? They're going to need to go from afar, but they certainly can go from afar. It's that man, Tanumi. Again, he's in a fine tournament. Their most experienced campaigner, but they're in over that ball as the referee. Oh no, they've coughed up the penalty on that occasion, MATAKESI.
Bench.
And now they AKUMA make territory.
That is.
That's a big call. That's a big call.
I thought he got himself around the gate. That was excellent work.
Yeah.
Tracking back, and it looks like he got in behind the gate and his hands over the ball, but
yeah,
the referee deemed no.
I thought that was borderline, but the referee's the man in the middle, and he's a lot closer than we are. And is he going to? Oh, he's He's found the inside runner now. Is he gonna make it?
He's not.
Yeah, he's got free and he's got it down, and that takes it to 19-all. Kick to come. The AKUMA agents, what bottled on?
Absolutely, I thought that was all done and dusted, but yeah, AKUMA shown the hand right at the end, and that was a really well worked try. Some good strength down the right wing, and support play was awesome. And that's that.
He sent it over as Tomasi Tanumi, and it's the AKUMA agents at the death who are going to lift the Edinburgh City Sevens Elite Men's Tournament 2022. And Donald, what a final!
What a final indeed. That was. Yeah, that had a bit of everything. Well, what a game! As we say, it could have gone either way. End-to-end stuff, and AKUMA have just stolen it at the death. But yeah, absolutely great final. Probably the two deserving teams in the end. No, all credit to them. I thought MATAKESI were absolutely class over the weekend, but we talk about those big moments again, and AKUMA just showed that when it mattered that yeah, they could deliver.
Yeah, it was all bottle at the end there from the AKUMA agents. All credit to both these teams, the two standout teams over the weekend. A final that is befitting of what has been a glorious weekend's rugby, high-class rugby here at the Edinburgh City Sevens, and we sign off with the AKUMA agents as the 2020 champions.
Tomasi, congratulations. You must be really, really happy.
Very proud. Along with our squad, we've travelled from all over. We've got a few that's obviously flown up from London, the Midlands, and then some of us are just in Hull. So it's been really good to come up to Edinburgh and then to have some sunshine for the 2 days. It's been excellent, yeah.
Did you hope that you might win?
To be fair, we entered into the tournament quite late, and then other competitions we've been going. We've just been finishing in top 4. So there's been some learnings along the way. After a tough day against the MATAKESI boys, they've been really impressive on the first day. But we started late and started to find our feet. But an expectation to win. We were just trying to tick off the box as we went along, but with some learnings along the way.
You mentioned that you were heavily defeated
in
yesterday, by the team you've just beaten.
It was really impressive because they've been here for a whole week and we travelled up on the Friday, so it kind of like paid dividends on it. But I think a lot of the learning we had to take out, because we had to look at the tournaments, no disrespect to the other teams, but they were the better side throughout, and we had to take some learnings away from it, yeah, for sure.
But you certainly turned it on when it mattered most.
I mean, knockout final, and it can go either way, so I'm happy it went our way with the boys.
And player of the tournament. See the trophy.
That's very polite of you guys, but it was a team effort, so I'll take it for them anyway.
Congratulations, your name will be on the trophy. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, there we are. What a fantastic weekend it's been, both in terms of the weather and in terms of the quality of rugby on the pitch. There's a new name on the Edinburgh City Sevens trophy, and that is the AKUMA Agents. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage, and from Peffermill, it's goodbye.